was for you, buddy. We set it all up. And I love you. We'll be thinking about you all the time. And I know you're a Redskin fan, and you're back in Redskin territory. God bless you, George. We'll miss you. Thanks for the free drinks, George.